Join me today as we talk about the first day of GenCon. This will be the Thursday at GenCon 2025. I'm recording this Thursday evening. It's about quarter to midnight. I'm going to skip the intro because I'm tired and I don't want to spend a lot of time editing this one. Sorry, folks. First things first. Had some shirts made for the convention. One for me, one for Chad, one for Brian, one for Jim. Jim's not going to be here, but he's got a shirt. So if you see this and you see one of us wearing these around the convention, feel free to say hi. And I'll know. Sorry, let me do the. In case you've not been here before, my name's Bobbie, and this is the Geek Cabal channel. So first and foremost, there was a gentleman who came up around the coupon book area and said hi, and I wish to apologize if you happen to be watching this. I was in the middle of dealing with like 3 or 4 different text messages, and I didn't understand what you were saying. I thought you were trying to say that you wanted to, there's a QR code on the back of this, that you wanted to scan it, and not that you had been to the channel before. I did not give you the attention you deserved, and I apologize. Hopefully that didn't totally turn you off to the channel. I'm usually a nicer, more attentive person. If you happen to see this and you see me anywhere else in the convention center, come up, say hi, we'll talk for a bit. I apologize. Like I said, it's right in the middle of something and should have been more attentive. So, sorry. So, how has today gone? Spent a while at the Catalyst booth. Actually went there twice. A lot of stuff I'm going to go over here in a minute. Everything there, pretty nice. I did stop by the Ironwind Metals booth and spoke to a gentleman there. I'm going to hopefully go back and talk to him a little bit more in depth. And I'm probably not going to record the interview. It's not even an interview probably, because I'm not going to bring the tripod with me and try to set up right in the middle of the dealer's hall. But I'm going to talk to him a bit. I already talked to him a little bit about the merge with him and Catalyst, and as near as he can tell, everything's kind of still on the same playing level as it was before. However, these guys don't actually deal with like the day-to-day at the factory. Well, I guess the factory in Cincinnati. They run the shows, like they run setup, run sales, things like that. So they're not quite involved with the day-to-day. So obviously his answers are going to be, he's going to be hedging his bets on his answers. So some maybes and some probablys, but that's fine. Like I said, hopefully I'll get a chance to stop back by there and talk to him a little bit. And whenever I do, that'll probably be another video, or I'll talk about it one of his other wrap-up videos. Because I have his name, it's in my phone, which I'm using to record at the moment. So, because I want to give credit where credit's due and all that. So, and I'm hoping I can swing by the Catalyst booth and, get a few questions in on, like Lauren Coleman or Stackpole or one of the others, but we'll see. So, we'll get to the purchase stuff here, I guess. They'll talk about the one event that Brian and I did. It's a BattleTech event, just, in case you're like, oh, what do they do? Like, let's stick around and find out. Like, I'm just telling you now, it's a BattleTech event. So, bought several things. Got some more salvage boxes. And all of this is these are all gonna get opening videos and everything. Bought 2 vehicle salvage boxes, which I don't believe I opened for the other opening unboxing videos, because I don't think I ordered any through the Kickstarter. So each of these should have 2 vehicles in them. We'll see. Then I got another set of Savannah Masters, so I have more of them. I've already unboxed these. It's the same content, so that's not gonna get its own thing. And then I got a Mercenaries salvage box, so there should be a mech in here. And then I have 2 BattleTech Gothic salvage boxes, so could be in for a treat here. We'll see. And I got the 3rd Star League Battle Group. I don't know how well you can see that, but it comes with a Wendigo, an Excalibur, a Peacekeeper, a Malice, and a pre-painted Savage Wolf which I think is the Mad Cat Mark IV, but I could be wrong. It looks like a Mad Cat Mark IV to me, but again, I could be wrong. And then a Savior repair vehicle. So 5 mechs and a vehicle. This is not out for retail yet, but should be sometime in the near future. Then I also got a set of emplacements. These are gun turrets, basically. And they've got different size columns and then some different weapons. And apparently these are the same connection points like on the tanks. So it can swap, put like LRM and SRM missiles on these. And maybe the turret to the Ontos. I don't know for sure about that one. But yeah. So I might ultimately get some more of these, but this will have its own unboxing. This came out at, I think this came out at Adepticon or Origins. One of the two. This has been available previously at conventions, but I don't think is out for retail just yet. And then I got 3 sets of Inner Sphere Lance dice. So there are 2 dice, 2 big D6s for your rolling, for all your various rolls you make. Then the rest are to denote movement modifiers. The clear ones are if you move, the black ones if you don't move, the red ones if you use jump jets. So I got 3 sets of those. I have another set of these already, so I'll probably do a video on these. I don't think they had any clan sets of these, because those have to accommodate 5 mechs instead of 4. But you know, you get enough of them, you can do it any way you want. They don't make one for Comstar that does 6. Then I also picked up the new TRO 3025, and I haven't had a chance to flip through it yet, but I expect from the revealed contents page that there should be some good stuff in here. And it looks like there's, you know, some editor's notes and has some of the older artwork, so I'll definitely be reading through that. And yeah, but it has the all new artwork for all the things that were in the old TRO 3025, and I think it's updated some of the battle history and the variants and things like that. But the thing that gives me real hope, probably irrationally, is there is a section that has the land air mechs in here, and so I think that raises the odds of them actually getting new plastic mechs, because these are reinterpretations of the old artwork. This is the stuff that Harmony Gold sued FAS over, and these look a lot closer to the old designs than the Project Phoenix versions do. So yeah, the Phoenix Hawk notably basically turns into an F-14. Yeah, or Jetfire from the Transformers if you prefer. So yeah, and then of course this is an homage to the original cover, but it has the new Marauder artwork on it. So now there's one more item I picked up. I'm going to say it for a second. The funny story. I missed this on the first pass through, and it wasn't until I was in line like 2 people from checkout that I realized this was here, and I forgot to grab one. So that actually kind of panned out, because Brian showed up and he wanted to go through again. Well, he had not gone through. He wanted to go through, so I was going to go through again. Plus, I also didn't have the coupon book yet, and the coupon was for buy something at our booth, and you get this for free. Now, this was like $25 at Target, so getting one of these for free, I call that a win. And all I had to do was buy something I was going to buy anyway. And yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this just yet. Might just take the mechs out and add them to the pile, because there should, well, if this went to Target, there was a coupon in it. I don't know if there is here. Or I might just sell it. I don't know. You know, recoup some cost. I already have one, so if, I don't know, maybe I'll hang on to it and give it away at a giveaway at some point. maybe we'll do that. So, I also got a free issue of Game Trader magazine, because there's a booth that hands these out. This happens to be one that has some stuff about Battletech Gothic in it. Speaking of which, I also have the Battletech Gothic box set. And this book is very heavy, or this box is very heavy. I think there are bricks in here, like you know, fired clay. But yeah, this will definitely be its own video, and probably some follow-up videos as I read through the universe primer that I kept saying I was going to read through. And now that I've got a physical copy, I'll read through it faster. But also the rule book, and there does appear to be a short story in here as well. So, yeah. 120 page rule book, 72 page universe primer, 32 page fiction novella. So it's a novella, it's not a short story, it's longer. 22 record sheets, pilot cards, a bunch of other stuff. So, yeah. 2 punch boards of additional battle mechs, abominations of terrain, laminated poster. There were miniatures of some of the monsters in the display case. I got some video of that. Jim has graciously taken over our social media pages, so there should be some more shorts showing up, because Chad and I recorded several and sent them to him. Also, we now apparently have a TikTok page, and they'll be on Facebook as Reels as well. So, those might show up later. Catalyst always has product numbers on these, and the product number on this is 40,000. Yeah. So, yeah, that'll be a whole deal there. Then I also have the program guide. Haven't had a chance to look through it, but I do really like this cover art. That's very nice. And I got this year's Crystal Cast die. You probably won't be able to see that. It says GenCon 2025. Now, actually using this as a die is kind of difficult, because the opposite side says Crystal Cast, so it's missing the 1 and the 6. So I guess beforehand you have to adjudicate which is which. I also got a deck, a sample deck of cards from Inkwell Ideas. They had a coupon for these for free. And this is a sample of cards from their card decks that have to do with like NPCs, side quests, and things like that. So I'll look through these and give them their own once over in a video. There was a lady handing out cards. I'll show this side. The other side's a little lewd. This is advertising an interactive game show, and also a cyberpunk rave. It's apparently Saturday night. Probably not going to go to that. Like, I love the music, don't get me wrong. I'll probably lose what's left of my hearing, and I don't really dance very well. So I would literally just be going there to get and, you know, not get down. If Sarah were here, maybe. And then I picked this up from, I guess it's Turbo Dork, and I recorded some stuff from their booth, so it's going to wind up in a video somewhere. But they do paints, and they had this is like a thing to match, like paint swatches or something to match their paints. So I'll try to get some pictures of that, put in a montage or something. So then this is an Alpha Strike record sheet with some basic rules, because Brian and I did an event which was to learn how to play Alpha Strike. It's been a while since I played, and we have an actual event tomorrow, so wanted to have a little bit of a refresher. I didn't realize till 3/4 the way through which faction I was actually playing for. In case you can't tell, that's the Capellans, House Lao. If you've seen my other videos, like, you know, I'm a little fond of them. I believe I ended up winning, even though I lost both of my battle mechs, because my 2 vehicles just started really going after Brian's battle mechs, because we were paired off, and scored a lucky hit on the Phoenix Hawk, got the critical, rolled the 12, which is you're dead. So, but yeah, had fun because there's nothing on the line or anything, and we had to guess at a few of the rules because one guy's trying to do everything, and we just agreed that well, unless we hear otherwise, this is what we're going with, and we're both doing that. So, but overall, enjoyed ourselves, and had a bit of an issue with some other ticketing stuff. Gonna have to see how that resolves, and talked to Julius, who, if you tuned in, I think it's been 3 years now, to our first set of GenCon videos. He's the gentleman I did an interview with, who was working for WizKids at the time, and talked to him for a few minutes, and I had picked something up I had to give to him. Chad went through the Catalyst booth. I didn't ask him what he bought. I think he bought, for Battletech Gothic, there's a larger scale Atlas that they have that I think has all the customizable parts like the small one does too. But yeah, ended up eating at it's the company that owns Harry and Izzy's and St. Elmo's, and I can't think of the name of the company, but they have a tent set up selling burgers and everything. Just got a cheeseburger, and already hit up Wild Bill's Soda, got the mug and the ticket and everything, So tomorrow I'm debating on trying the chili dog pizza from Hot Box Pizza. If not, it's probably just gonna be the pepperoni pizza, because I do like the pizza. It's good, and it's it's cheap, $6 for a pretty good sized slice of pizza. And I get some breadsticks and a drink, or not a drink, because I have the Wild Bills probably. But yeah, so, and I'm gonna try to get some video and stuff out there, and I've been trying to make an effort of just getting video, what in the movie industry they call B footage, B reel, no, yeah, B footage, and that is essentially where they'll send a camera team. Say a movie takes place in a town somewhere. Well, they'll send a camera team around just to record stuff in case they need to put filler in somewhere. Because there's a lot of times in these videos I'm trying to describe something from Gen Con. I'm like, man, if only I had the picture of this or the video of this. And so I don't necessarily need them for these videos, but come next year when I'm trying to give the tips and tricks and everything, to be able to be like, here in this video you can see this, so that kind of stuff. So I got some random crowd shots and stuff like that. I'm trying to get more of here's the setup inside. It's not glorious, not fabulous, but you need it for background stuff. So I'm making a conscious effort to try that, so our videos will be a little bit higher quality as we move forward. Hopefully I succeed. If not, I'll learn some lessons, and this time next year I'll get some better footage. But yeah, that's about everything that happened at the convention. Brian hooked up with us, and he was with us for most of the day. Also, I didn't realize a critical failure of these shirts. There's a QR code on the back, and I have very long hair that blocks the QR code. So yeah, lesson learned. Thankfully, Chad has no hair, so he won't block it at all. Yeah. And then on the way back, Chris and I went to go watch the Fantastic Four movie, which would be my second time going to watch it, because obviously if you've seen our other videos, I have a review. But yeah, still good. Still sticking with solid probably 7, even though I was passing out towards the end, because I was definitely crashing pretty hard, because I did not get very good sleep last night. And hopefully my computer is not going to take forever to edit this video, and so I can get it up a lot faster, but we'll see. So I believe that is all for today. Like I said, keep an eye on our social media pages, because Chad and I are sending Jim all kinds of pictures and videos and everything, and I don't know how fast he's getting them up, because he's working that whole job thing. But keep an eye out there, and we'll probably have stuff for several days afterwards, and I'll have wrap-up videos, and I'll try to get Chad in there, and I'm still going to try to record something with Brian while he's here, and yeah. So anyway, I think that's all I've got. Let me know down in the comments if there's anything in particular you want me to try to get pictures or videos of. I will try. This is probably the bulk of what I'm going to be buying while I'm here, so there's probably not going to be a whole lot of more, hey, look at this stuff kind of stuff going forward. But if there's anything you want to see, I'll try to get video or pictures of it. Yeah, like I might pick up some books because they do have their buy two get one free book sale for at the Catalyst booth. So I might buy some issues of Shrapnel, but I don't know beyond that because they don't have the one book I was going to buy, which was Bonfire of Worlds. So I'd actually have a physical copy of it. But that's a whole other video. I don't know if I mentioned it before in other videos, but it's like there's a whole thing about that. It'll be a short video, but I'll have to dig out my copies of the early Dark Age books under WizKids to properly explain what I'm getting at. But anyway, like I said, let me know down in the comments. And if you're the gentleman that I was not as attentive to as I should have been, feel free to comment down below. Definitely, would like to make it up to you if I can, because I do feel like I kind of came off a little short. Well, not short, but I should have been more attentive. Okay, so, but yeah, other than that, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. This is YouTube. I'm gotta hit you up for all this here. Sharing and commenting will help us grow the channel. Always appreciate it. And in case I haven't made it abundantly clear, if you're at the convention and you see me, feel free to come up and talk. That was a hopefully one-off scenario. Don't know what you want to talk about, but fire away. But yeah, and of course, back to YouTube begging. Subscribing is obviously the name of the game here on YouTube. Seeing a little bit of a small surge here. I think it's because Jim beating the bushes and the social media stuff. And he's got a few videos of his own that we put up. And yeah, so there will obviously be a lot of videos for all this. This is probably going to stretch for weeks, this stuff here. And we'll have the other regular videos that we have. Like I've already got a couple other videos to put out, so keep an eye out. This doesn't stop the regular production. I was able to get a few in beforehand that are edited. A couple are ready to go. I just have to go into YouTube and click them and turn them on. So yeah, hopefully we won't see a stop in production just because half of us are in Indianapolis. So anyway, that's all I've got. So if you're here, enjoy the rest of the convention. If you're not, hopefully you enjoy the coverage. But either way, I'll be seeing you folks later.